What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session, and today we're going to be looking at a little game that our friend Benga from Israel played recently. He played this on August 7th, this Sunday. It was the day two of the Zodiac Mystery Bounty, and guess what? Mr. Benga took first place
It's kind of a big deal.
for this here.
What's that in euros
It's around
or dollars?
20,000, I think. 20K.
Yeah.
Oh, my song. Welcome to Scamistan. Alright. Start with pocket seven here. We raise. Call, get a flop.
I would also like to take note that he started day two here with 26 big blinds or something.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
and it's a mystery bounty, right? So we
Right.
kinda have to get busy. This is where, because that's the first thing I noticed when I saw this, right? Look at the size of the booty. 8,000.
Not very much comparatively,
So
right?
you and I probably don't get first, but the size of our bounty is gonna be
Yeah.
as big as
Yeah.
this here.
Yeah, it makes me, almost reconsider my strategy.
Alright, do you see that there?
Mr. Orgabe. Benga.
Silence. What about you? I think I would,
Personally, this is kind of a big blind board, I would think. 25 big blinds, I don't mind maybe playing two streets. I might check back here quite frequently, I think.
I like to bet small. It's a monotone board. Oh, we get punished. Alright,
Yeah.
alright. Hmm. Already?
I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna put my chips in here.
Yeah, I think so as well. Damn, nice. That one big line. I like that thing here a little bit.
Yeah. You wrap around the fours, which is kind of nice. You got the flush draw. I
Yeah,
would
this is
bet.
when you already wanna start to build a pot here. Yeah. Probably not a big deal. I like calling here.
Yeah, it's too weak of a pair calling. I like folding now.
Hmm. Do you think you can fold here?
I do. This is one of those nodes that get you in trouble. We're too shallow. And, there's not gonna be enough flops where we're winning here. Our equity realization is gonna be duty.
I don't know, man. I don't know. 30, and then hijack open for the button. Versus a three bet. So hijack open, button call, and then small blind squeezes. Small blind squeezes, and then the button fold. Small blind squeeze, button fold. Ah. Uh-huh.
So
Do you
what's
call
interesting here
fives?
is, see, I don't know, man. I was thinking like around sevens is kind of where I was drawing the line. But, what's interesting to me is that it's just wanting to run its equity. So it's just wanting to jam. So you don't get pushed off of certain flop textures, which I think that's really good.
So clearly I call too much here. We need to fold deuce, threes, fours, even fives.
These are good hands. They just suffer from equity realization, especially against a range that's doing that at
Alright,
this SPR.
The other thing is you probably block the bluffs of ace four and ace five suited with those pairs, which is why it runs sixes and sevens.
That's another insight that,
that's an
I'm
open.
sure has some merit.
Whose hands?
This is Orgabay's, from his mystery bounty win last week.
Oh, nice.
So was this a, I'm sorry, was this a raise call or a limp raise call?
Limper's call.
I like this. I like it. It's fine. I think it's good. You could probably turn that ace eight into a bluff at some frequency, you think?
So this here is a mistake. You don't wanna jam here, you just want a smooth call and try to see a flop.
Yeah, this is actually probably one of the worst responses next to folding. I think like. You either want a not all in raise or you want to, smooth call at this stack
Yeah.
depth.
I think it still is just a smooth call. But look at this, the opponent stacks up with queen ten, no less than queen ten, calls it off.
Feels good, man.
Oh
Big
my
blind having seven
goodness.
there, you wanna let him have a chance to give it a push.
Open jam 45 big blind. Oh, I see what's going on here. This guy's all in.
Okay, it makes more sense to me now. I didn't,
And
I
it's
was
a
trying to put it
mystery
together.
bounty.
So what do we do? I think,
Mystery
I
bounty,
call.
you're getting
calling.
for, yeah,
I'm calling.
Yeah,
I think so as well. I think so,
I
right?
would love to see I would love to try to, I don't even know how you would look at this in like HRC or a solver, but,
Well, you'd make an average of all the remaining chests. I did it with Jeremy a couple of times and, yeah. Just make an average
oh.
of everything.
Yeah, that's actually pretty smart. That seems like a reasonable way to approach that.
You guys like to three bet there?
At this stack depth. I think it does some, I do more flatting from this stack depth personally.
Okay. Yeah, I think betting with the king of heart is not too crazy. There you go. Yeah.
So my strategy here is if we cover the guy, I'm going to be taking more aggressive lines to reduce SPR and, strengthen our range. But if, we don't cover the guy, I'm gonna be in kind of like chip conservation mode, you know? Playing more defensively. I think we're strong enough to raise on that river.
You're against the big blind and the flush completed, and he starts to lead when the flush complete, so. I'm not.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
He did start to lead, okay.
yeah, he led turn, led river, two big bets. I think it's fine to
Okay.
default. It's a bit nitty, but, yeah,
you could have flopped the
he
straight
flops a
yourself.
flush kind of often. Too often for my taste. Okay, a little three bet there.
Yeah, I think three betting here is nice. It gets kinda tricky at this stack depth, because how do you handle a four bet? I mean, you're just gonna run your equity for
No.
30 big blinds?
No, you fold. You're bluffing. Ah,
Yeah,
I'm never folding here. Why do you?
no, I'm not folding here. Especially covering, I'm going to at least see a flop.
Yeah, for sure, right? So this is a call. Arguably, you here?
Definitely.
So you
I'm
wanna
here.
call with on this kind of spot.
I see that. I see that. Alright,
Do we call here? Do we need to call?
Hmm.
I would fold because of the size of the bet.
Yeah, that's kinda what I was thinking too. He sized up a smidge. I just don't mind folding.
Kind
to
of
be
split.
honest.
If I had the queen of spades, I'd call, but without it, I just like.
See, even with the queen of spade, I think we should fold here.
That's
You could
Uh,
check
great
out a chippy.
interaction. with
I
your
mean, I don't think
nine
it's gonna
X
call
backdoor
100%, so
flush.
that's why how I just do it in my head, so I don't defend too much.
Well, the thing is, look at the SPR, Ken.
That's
Right.
kinda what that's kinda what I'm nervous about.
You
That being
kind of-
said, though, we cover this guy by a decent margin, so I think there is some value in being a little sticky here. Going after the jackpot, the
We're like
lotto
25
ticket.
deep, right? Flop,
Nikki, why don't you,
25,
if you wanna do that,
27.
why don't you check raise here? You have an over, you have straight interaction with the nine, you have a backdoor flush, and you don't mind folding if you get,
Yeah, I don't hate that either, but again, I want the queen of spades rather than the nine of spades to get what I'm gonna, like, so I'm not gonna do it full frequency. Which could be a mistake, but
you kind of wrap around the top card with the queen and the nine.
I don't know how much I like check raising, to be honest, cuz the goal is to get him to stack off, and if we're just pushing his marginal continues out of the pot.
No,
He's on the button, so he's gonna have the widest range too, right? Like, he's gonna have a hard time defending the check raise here.
Sure, I
Yeah, we
agree.
need
you're
a queen of
folding
spades.
with the nine of spade.
We need the queen of spades,
Yeah,
right?
you need the
Queen of
queen.
spade, you cannot call. You need to raise. it
Raise,
something.
yeah. makes sense.
So, just so, since we got it open here, how does it play versus a very small bet? Which is the interesting question for me.
Probably mixing.
And now it starts to raise the nine.
Against a
Right,
very
so-
small bet, it's gonna use some nines. But it's never calling.
Nine of spades comes into
Calling.
play somewhat.
Oh, well, you know what? It is now calling with the queen of spade. So if it's a small bet and you have the queen of spade, you can call, but this is just not good enough. You can fold here. See, I actually like that. After the turn goes check, check, you stab, you get better queens to fold, you get king eyes to fold, you get ace eyes to fold. It's not too
Do
crazy.
you, what about the sizing? Do you think we should be targeting, the weaker parts?
No, I like
Or
this
you think we-
sizing because we can do it a lot if we size it like that.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
I think it's good.
I even think
I
it's
just,
gonna be a thing here.
Yeah, like, that's what you would bet second pair with. So you're gonna have some bluffs that match that, which is just targeting your auto folds.
I was just thinking we have all of the straights and we have a blocker to the straights, so you might bring out the big guns occasionally here.
That's a thing.
And yeah, see, it wants to go mucho grande.
Yeah, but there's a sliver. I think it's okay if you block here.
I like it. I just,
I like
it's a
this.
hand selection thing.
This
Yeah, I think
kind of
it's
line
good.
is gonna win chips.
I agree.
Oh, Ah.
Man, this is the box. This is a miserable spot. I'm calling, I think, so. I'm just gonna call like,
he's not the big line.
The other
oh, that's
thing
not the big
is
blind. Okay, never
Not the big
mind.
line.
He opened to 3x, indicating value. So I think this is a fold.
This is-
Sorry, I thought it was the big blind doing this and I was thinking, he shouldn't be just jamming 6x, I would think.
Well, you see, not being the big line makes it better for me in my mind, because that's less six hands where. Whereas like, against under the
It just
gun,
makes-
really, is it like?
Just makes it a lot of over pairs and stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of over pairs and maybe he goes crazy.
Looking
ace
back, I
king or
think I
something.
should have folded there.
I don't know,
I
it's
think
a
it's a
tough spot.
fold.
You're put in the box.
Yeah, this is very uncomfortable here and, he's just gonna show you like pocket tens here a lot.
As open size was 3x. And
Does he
now
ever
it's
show
raised.
sevens?
Yeah.
Does he ever show ace king, ace queen?
I mean, he
ace
could
ten?
show sevens, right? But I think that's why I would like call with tens
Yes.
plus here.
Yes, he
So I'm
can
ahead of
show ace
sevens, eights and
king.
nines at least.
So it's a fold, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely folding this spot.
It's a scam, right? This guy's always gonna show like jacks here, right?
You got a
Yeah,
lot of
not
chips you
this time.
cover. You cover 1, 2, 3, you cover a bunch of your table. I just,
Like he shouldn't really be jamming like aces and kings, maybe not queens either, right? So it's like weird. It's like, feels like exactly like nines or tens.
Alright, you go for the call. It's a very close spot, honestly.
Jacks, baby.
That's not the turn. You never win.
Yeah, he's gonna have some aces. Oh, wow.
Wow,
Okay.
wow.
Alright, shocking.
That guy gets a tag.
Shocking. Well,
I
it's a
think he had the
Zodiac, right?
tag there. I think we called him because he had, I called him because he had the tag there.
He's got the mark.
Ah,
Okay,
okay. I see.
okay, Orgave. I see what we're doing now. If he's got the mark, man, I'm just.
Yeah, if he's
gotta
got the
put some
mark,
shit-
you have to call. 10-7.
The queen jack, man, he must have had to go like, he had lunch plans, dinner plans.
Yeah,
Had to get
Ran out
out.
of smokes.
Yeah, something critical was happening elsewhere.
that's a little bit loose, but I see what you're doing. You're trying to play for that, so, okay. I guess. But now I see. This is a.
Yeah,
Or
I would check
multi-way.
here when you're multi-way,
What do you
especially out
do
of
if you
position.
bet this guy does whatever and this guy rips into you? Like, burning equity.
Okay.
You can't really bet here multi-way. Now, see, this is actually a good card for you because it improves your equity, so. If you're building a betting strategy, you should almost barrel here. This guy doesn't have kings, doesn't have ace king. You're the original opener. This is pretty good for you.
I got another comment on that 8 to 8 hand. I think like
Yeah.
eight's actually really bad because like he had, like he has like 8-7 suited in range that he might turn into a bluff there with backdoor flush, right?
Perhaps, perhaps so.
So it runs like that. We block bet, which I like. And then he raises.
Abort mission. Get your life rafts on. We're jumping off ship.
Raise on the river is always, almost always value. So,
Alright, so we fold.
good fold, really disciplined fold.
I think so too.
We could open here.
For five
I'd
and a half
rather have you
percent.
open this here than 10-7 off. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
wow.
Christmas.
Wow, this is wonderful.
Yeah, let's go.
What
Going
a,
for
what
the
a.
cookies.
Two beauties.
You gotta watch your weight, Oribe. If you eat too many cookies, man.
Oh. Oh my goodness. I'm
You
so tempted.
know,
This is like the
you
temptation.
know,
It's a
just let
bounty.
it go. The guy's got 60s, the problem.
Yeah, under the gun open.
If this was just an open jam for 10, I'm just gonna call this all day. But,
I would eyes
need
over.
man, we need to be a little respectful versus that under the gun guy, I would think.
Oh, the small blind's also all in. It's a double bounty situation.
Yeah, I don't know.
You'd have got it. You'd have got it too on the
Yeah.
river.
Yeah,
It was
you
very
scammed them
close,
good.
but with under the gun open, I think you made the right fold. Five,
You may
eight.
never actually see that river is the problem. He's gonna push you out of that pot.
Well, I mean, you're gonna push him, right?
What are you doing here, RB?
This is okay. I think this is okay. He's got a gutty. Was it a limp check pot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think it's okay?
I don't think this is too bad. It may be
Oh.
worth a look.
Like you would go out there and do that?
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm. I don't know. It feels frisky. We got away with it.
You're deep stacked, you're the big blind, you have all two pair combos, all sets, all kinds of stuff.
What is going on with this?
See bet. Yeah. Okay, call. We get a good turn. Is this a double? Mhm.
Yeah. I think it is.
It is. We pick up equity. We should size up, I guess. 6 big.
I'm with Louis. This should definitely be a double. That jack is way better for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm just,
He's supposed to overfold on ace high boards.
you get a 10 or a white flag.
Hmm.
Backdoor flush, I'm not bluffing here. Yeah. We try. See bet, king eye board, face a check raise. Oh, yeah, what do you do here?
Man. It's a bounty deal, but it's an open shove for 20. Like, we're gonna be in a bad shape here a lot.
Problem is, it's probably early in the game, which means the big chests are probably around.
Right?
Yeah, the big bounties are still around, so
Definitely need to call for the big booty.
I'm kind of in that same boat, to be honest. Okay, that's, that's great.
Oh, big squeeze. Nice.
Yeah,
That's good. I like the squeeze.
see, this is a queen eye board. Uh. The 3 is not so good for the big blind. But there's really just one key card for him, which is the 6. I think this is a high frequency C bet. You get called by worse a size.
Yeah, I think so too.
So. I
Also
think-
having the ace of spades is some supporting evidence for that as well.
Yeah. See, again, you need to bet here when the king comes.
Would be pot bet on the turn.
Checking it down is not too crazy. You still have showdown, but
Hmm.
on this flop and on this turn, you need to find some bets.
I think
If
so
you
too.
check- If you check the flop, I do think you have to bet the turn.
Louis, why is that? Is that for protection or for value? Is that protection?
It's a queen eye board in general, button versus big blind or like late position versus big blind. Late position should be mostly betting like 70% of the time or more. And then if we look at the merit of betting ace nine. If the opponent has like ace five with the backdoor flush, something like that, he calls with the worst ace high.
Okay,
So that's
okay.
Three streets to hit his flush.
So on this kind of scenarios, you don't have really small bets from out of position. You're either like checking a lot or betting big when you bet. Like your range has like ace 10, king 10, pocket jacks, pocket queens, all that kind of stuff wanna size up. So with ace king also, it's kind of, think you might be okay betting small with ace king because we're trying to get called by worst ace cards when we bet here. This is definitely a bet. I'm just not sure about sizing.
I had a question, Louis. I always have a problem like, okay, so I'm always checking when I'm out of position. But
That's very good, you know, that.
I was gonna say, Juan, that's not a problem at all, actually.
okay, I just wanted to make sure. I'm always even
That's
with
a
top
great,
pair.
a lot of like, if you go for 100% check strategy from out of position,
That's fine.
you lose
Yes.
almost no EV, so.
Yeah,
That's a
Okay.
very good. a
Yeah,
good-
get
Good
good at
problem.
studying the check raises, so you find a lot of good check raises.
That's how I've been defending, check raising like my top pairs, basically.
Like Justin
On
Saliba, I
draws.
think checks a lot from out of position and then check raises a bunch.
Okay, thank you.
But let's see, we are button to hijack, low jack, under the gun. Under the gun opens and then hijack calls. Calls, and then we see a flop of 10 of heart, 5-3. Let's see if we have some bets. See, we're not really polar here. We only use small size. And then ace king bets a little bit, but it's mostly checks. So
okay.
probably fine. Four clubs. It's not a very good board for us. I definitely don't think you double barrel here. When you bet with ace king here, you just check and go for, it's kind of a one and done when you bet here, like bet small,
yeah.
call. And this is like 4 of clubs.
I'm pretty confident we're not gonna be double barreling this kind of a turn very often. Yeah.
We need the club in our hand to barrel here. You can bet ace king, but when you have a card of the flush. So here with
There's a
all-
big equity shift that happens on the 4 of clubs here, like straights get there, flushes start getting there, and it's.
Yeah.
You're just in defense mode.
You got away with it, but very thin.
Alright,
Yeah, that's fine.
See, you could lead on this flop if you want. Think you have,
Some.
yeah, done. It's
I
fine.
prefer
Let
to
it
go for the check raise with like my gutters and my three of a kind.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I think
fine.
that's fine. It's definitely fine.
Alright,
I would three bet a little bit more this deep, maybe.
Yeah, seems good.
You go for this
Uh,
here.
yeah, I might go hunting here. I mean, you got everyone covered, so no one can really get too out of line versus you, or they shouldn't at least.
Yeah,
at
And,
this stage, the like most of the big booties already been taken there. Like the
okay,
biggest one and a few of the big ones. So I gave it up because only few left for the good ones.
okay, that's a reasonable reason, to be honest.
It'd be cool if they
Uh,
showed what the bounty was, huh,
hmm
on these
yeah,
things.
and,
It'd be pretty
and
awesome.
poker tracker.
Yeah.
yeah. This is a big opportunity too, so yeah, definitely, I think I go for it.
I would still go for it as well.
Uh,
And what do you consider a big opportunity? Meaning like, what does the bounty have to be?
Well, here the bounty could be like, very, very big.
See,
think
what
the
Louis
bounty's-
saying outside of the bounty, what Louis saying is, it's a opportunity that's presented itself where you're gonna get in an isolated pot for a small fraction of your chip stack very frequently
Okay,
as an opportunity. I mean, as far as like whatever the bounty is, no one knows.
Oh,
It's
look.
just,
Look at this one, how close it is. I think it's too much. I think this is,
man,
but it's a bounty, you know?
that's
dude, I'm,
what's, I'm the opposite. Like
I'm,
the last one.
No, it's too many. No, too many big blinds.
I think this is a more clear call than the king 10 in my mind, to be honest.
That's how I
disagree.
feel.
I disagree. It's a lot, it's 3 times more expensive for the same.
Nope.
opportunity.
Okay, so let's just talk about it for a sec then. What do we think this range looks like?
Well, it's
I
gonna have
see,
some
yeah.
suited kings in there. Maybe he has some king 10 suited, maybe he has some
Pairs.
jack suited, maybe he has some
Well-
small pairs against
Oh.
the flipping.
Oh, but wasn't he raising a lot anyway, though, in the small blind? I mean, he's got ace. I know a heavy ace, but would he be raising us a lot? Because we're opening.
So hands that are gonna be, yes, one, to answer that question. Like what he's jamming here is gonna consist of a lot of suited Broadway, most of which is worse than we have. He's gonna have a lot of ace X. Which,
We don't block.
we're a slight dog against. He's gonna have a lot of pairs that, we're essentially flipping with. I think we're rarely showing up with less than like 40% equity here.
Yeah, his aces and kings would want to 3-bet smaller here because he's.
That's
deep in the
kinda,
board.
yep, that's kinda what I was thinking is like his strongest king X and queen X would probably lean towards the non-all-in sizing, maybe. I don't know. Actually, I think they're probably still jamming quite frequently, but
Yeah.
if they were to split, they would go into that other.
Yeah, we should be calling for 30 bigs at Chippy V.
Yeah, like I didn't even think it was close, to be honest.
Okay, so it's a call.
And let's see what he shows up with fives, okay? So it's like, this is what you wanna see.
Good spot.
Unfortunate outcome.
Yeah.
That
I
was
don't
not a
find-
good bet on his part, was it? I mean, would you do that?
No, that was Andrea, that was a very good bet. Both players played that very,
Yeah.
very well.
So you can
Really?
see
With the
Leo.
fives?
Yeah, look at this,
just-
all in with the fives.
Okay, okay, huh,
It's a bit spicy, but it's tournament poker.
yes, yes.
Those low pairs have a ton of equity.
I'm
They just have
folding. Are you
poor
calling?
equity realization.
Yeah.
I would just fold. I don't really see
I would
much
fold
merit
as well.
into getting in the
Ew.
mix here.
So it's mainly a good play in the big blind, but not in the small blind because you're not picking up much of the blinds there pre-flop.
I'm sorry, what
All
was
in.
the question?
That all-in push with pocket fives, that's mainly a good play in the big blind, so you could steal the blinds pre-flop and not so much a good play in the small blind.
I don't know.
It's actually the exact opposite of what you just said.
Yeah, you
Um,
can steal a lot from the blinds from both small.
So-
and big blind.
Both spots.
To kind of help you navigate these spots, pocket fives have very good equity. These low pairs have very good equity. They suffer from equity realization, which means like, you're just not gonna get the showdown to beat the hands that you beat very often, because you're gonna get pressure out of the pot. So
Right, same.
Yeah.
they often wanna just ball their equity up pre-flop and say, let's run it. You know, and if you get called by ace, king, great. You're like a 55% favorite.
Do you
Fine,
put
yeah,
chips
yeah.
in the pot here when you cover the opener?
So under the gun open, I'm not gonna be participating in this pot.
You sure?
Yeah. Oh, like in a chippy V scenario, I don't even think it's close.
This is sliver.
Yeah,
Okay, so. Okay, not against under the gun, you're right. It's a three bet.
Low frequency. Three bet.
Alright.
That's lower frequency than I thought it would have been.
Do you call here for 15?
man.
Yeah, because he's shoving pocket fives.
I
Yeah.
think ace
Button
seven
opened
is-
also.
This is just the problem that we're gonna have here is we are gonna show up with 30% or worse here a lot. Like, he's gonna be doing this with ace eight plus also. Like, we got a bad blocker, right? Like, we want him to have ace seven
Okay,
here a lot. I like folding.
okay.
And that,
Queen nine.
and that's discounting the actual button open as well.
Jack nine suited. For a good-
Yeah, I think you gotta let it go if it was just a jam, I might just ISO this for the eight, but, I don't know if I wanna tango three-way. Pocket kings, that's a pretty cool hand.
Yeah, that's good. We call here. Fold. Three bet small or jam?
I think you could do both. I think this hand's strong enough to do the not all in sizing personally, though.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
you're
do
deep
small as
enough
well.
to three bet small here.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
that's what Jonathan always says, is don't always jam with those, your short stack.
Yeah, you have 35 bigs. You want the chance to let him play post flop against your queens.
Wow, what do you do here, man?
Fold.
This is a really uncomfortable one for me. I think I like folding as well.
I would go
Yeah.
all in here, I think, in the
Yeah,
mystery
you have
bounty,
everyone
you
covered.
cover everybody.
It's
tough
too
to-
suspicious raise.
Actually,
bet
you know
fold.
what? You know what? It's like a 11 big blind open and this guy with like 25 is trying to ISO, like, which it kinda discounts his raise a little bit. You know, I think I might go here. I might go with this at a second glance.
I
Hmm.
think like I went linear
But as soon as I went all in here, I thought about it again, and I was like, why would he open to 5 instead of going all in? I mean,
No,
Right.
I think it's fun. He
I
does
think
it
it's fine.
because he wants to push this guy. He wants to force this guy to go all in.
He might just
On,
wanna
on a
ISO, he
freeze
might
out,
have
it would be
fold.
much more scary. On a freeze out tournament, I would fold.
Yeah, Maxi, you're right, 100%. It would be way more scary. So let's see what he shows up here with is my big question. Queens,
Ooh.
okay, this is the
Oh.
reason it's kind of scary.
Yeah, but is it really?
You were
Oh,
that close to not winning money.
Yeah, you got lucky turn, didn't you?
yeah, I did.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta get lucky to win these things. There's no doubt about it.
That's so true.
Oh, you should snap fold here.
Man, look at, he gives you the perfect price though. Like it's such a
Yeah.
bait. It's such
No,
a
no,
bait.
no. You three bets from
True.
20 big blind effective. What are you gonna do? Make a 9 and then play for it?
I'm with you, Louis. I mean, I get baited here because the price is too good,
Oh,
but,
what's
This
that?
is, you should fold pre-flop here.
I
Okay.
like folding here
Oh,
as
I don't-
well.
This
It-
deep
it's-
fault, yeah.
Now, what
This
are
is
you
the hand
doing
that-
here?
Yeah, I didn't
You
like
don't
this
have enough
call right
implied
here.
odds though, even with a good price.
I mean,
What
yeah,
is appealing to you here?
even a 10 or a 9 come off is bad, I think. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
almost.
Calling here is terrible.
You know
TV
you're
poker.
behind with one pair, but like you can flop a straight draw, you can flop a flush draw, right? You can flop two pair,
Yeah.
and you know you're
Hey,
gonna get it because the guy's never.
Can
before
barely hear
we-
you.
That's 33 big blinds effective, yeah.
Hey, Orgabe, what stage of the tournament is this? Do you have insight into that?
I think it's like already late. Yeah, I think it's.
Well, we're late. We started from the day two, so.
Yeah,
We're in
it's
the
like,
money right now.
definitely in the money, much earlier in the money, but I think here it's like 200 plus left, something like that.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
estimate, the, ICM pressure that everyone's kind of experiencing. Cause
Well, it's-
like, I mean, if you're very, very deep, his 3-bet sizing is not bad, but,
Yeah, you should way over full here. This player doesn't bluff enough.
I
And
think
then
I'm pretty deep in this tournament right there.
this call is
moment.
terrible. Seems like you like to splash when you have a lot of chips and then you're really tight when you don't have a lot of chips. Which is weird to me. You should have the same strategy. No matter how many chips you got. I think you should just 3-bet small here.
it's 3x. It does put, I mean, we are still kinda deep even though it's 3x.
Who's gonna call your 50 big blinds?
Yeah, I mean. This is good.
I
Bet
like a big
small.
bet here. I like a
You
big
could
bet.
bet big. Yeah, you definitely could bet
Oh,
big.
you know what? He's so short. Doesn't matter.
That's kinda what I was thinking.
Why do you defend here?
Yeah, this is definitely not a defend, especially if you're getting later in the tournament.
This is no bueno.
No,
You're still kind of bounty hunting here.
Yeah.
That's fair.
This is like terrible.
It gets to like, so this,
Raising here is not too crazy. Playing, once we're here, you're kinda stuck, but this is why you don't call pre-flop. You don't want that thing to happen.
alright.
You're gonna, but it's only one big blind more to call. It's a mistake.
No, it's a 20 big blind pot with top pair, so. You'll never make a big mistake with the bounty of going here, but. This is why you.
so I
should
was
pre-flop.
actually, it's funny you say that. I was doing some, ICM work post flop yesterday and, that heuristic kind of falls apart when you start adding risk premium to everything. It's something, wanted to explore with you a little bit later. But, just food for thought with that.
Sweet.
The more people that get in the pot, the more you have to play the nuts. Right? So when a pot goes 4 or 5 ways, like You just don't get to play a balanced strategy where you have bluffs.
Mm-hmm.
Have a
With the
more
king queen, was
nut-oriented
that a good
strategy.
fold?
Yeah, easy,
I'm
I mean, I had our time thinking what to do there, so.
easy fold.
Hey, Peter,
What was
your
the- what was
volume's
this-
just a tad low.
What was the scenario with
Jeff.
the king, queen? We're going light speed here.
We
Yeah, we
open
are.
under the gun and
We're
we play
flying.
button three bet.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's pretty easy fold. I like this play. This is a good play, I think.
Ooh,
Wow.
Ooh,
Flush
Nice.
out.
I
Wow.
honestly don't know if I like the play, man.
25 effective. You
It's like
cover
10
both.
effective and then 20 effective, 18 effective. Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
it's just too strong.
Yeah, 20 effective, man. I think you just run your equity here.
Here's
First.
my issue with it.
Oh, Scabistan.
Wow, dude. What kind of war criminal are you, Orgabe?
Yeah, you get
You
what
know,
you deserve
sometimes you
for
have to pull
planning
up the big
kings.
numbers. But the problem is like, yeah, if you look at this, like 18 big blind effective, this hand is just too strong, right? You're getting
Right.
scammed.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the issue. Yeah,
Someone is getting scammed here, for sure.
and it's not Orgabe.
Definitely not
definitely-
me.
When this guy calls the all in, you're already like, "Cook." And then.
I was
when
like,
this
oh
guy
shit,
shoves,
when he
you're like,
called me.
"Okay, I'm done, I'm done."
Yeah,
And
and
then.
then I saw the ends, I was like, okay, I'm out.
Oh,
Ooh,
Orgabe.
flush.
Dude, that is
Oh.
wild. That is.
You had like 9 lives.
That's not supposed to happen.
Orgabe, what are you
The
doing?
site is rigged.
Orgabe is out to ruin lives.
Oh, yeah.
Taking no prisoners. Look
You
at this.
ruined this day, I'm pretty sure.
How tilted are both of these
I was
individuals?
gonna say that, imagine the temper tantrums.
It's the king's fault. He should have gone all in, and then I would fold. He decided to call and give me the flush. It
That's
was
true.
That's
like-
kinda, you know what? You're actually right. It would have just been a, aces versus kings situation, but,
Yeah, but.
he
Kings
invited
decided to make
disaster.
it tricky.
He invited disaster and, Orgabe responded.
Right, that's a good alright. Would you fold kings there if you're a villain?
Oh,
Never.
No, you
You
can't.
just have to go out with the
If
just
you have kings,
scammed.
you always have to
yeah,
lose.
especially at 20 big blinds, right?
Yeah,
Kings are gonna
Right.
win a ton there trapping.
I like
So,
three betting a little bit here pre-flop. If you're gonna
The game
cause
is,
trouble, I like three betting here.
Oh, yeah, you could just pile this in to be quite, I see, when you have this many chips. I kinda like playing bully a little bit more here.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah, what is there to say about it? Flop. Yeah, I like three betting pre-flop. If you three bet pre-flop, you get it heads up on the flop, you see bet, you almost always win. And if you don't, it gets tricky. Do I like this turn bet, a big turn bet, multi-way, first to act with no club? No, I don't think I do. No goes check, check, check. You're supposed to be bluffing some. Like you don't get better kings to fold here.
Get the middling.
I don't know
aces
about
fold
this one.
here. Right, like ace nine should not have, well, he has the flush
Definitely
draw, he
not a
shouldn't-
bet for me.
Playing a 5-6 three-way out of position, that seems
Hey,
really,
he's defending
loose.
the big line, Andrew.
oh, my bad, sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm going fast.
Yeah, you're flying, Louis.
You gotta slow it down, Louis. You gotta slow
Yeah,
it down for the
we're all
people.
telling you that.
I know, but we're gonna look at what's interesting.
Okay,
For the rest, I got you guys.
okay.
I like calling here.
Yeah. Do you ISO
def-
all in or you just call? If
Nope.
you
You
Just
only have
call
one
and then
behind
this
you
guy
you're afraid of.
ISO.
I was
I'm-
about to go all in, and then I saw the 42 big blind stack, and I was like, I
Why-
can't go all in. I'll
I don't
just
think going
call.
all in here, yeah, going all in here, I don't think is good. Like, it's too much risk, one, and I mean, if you have aces, you're probably just going to be leaving the door open anyways.
You're gonna call off any other stack except for the 41 guy, so.
I think when we're going like on this stage area, the bounties like mean almost nothing. I remember like when there was like 50 players left, 70 players left, something like that. The bounties meant nothing already. All the big
Right.
bounties
We're gone.
staking.
They've been claimed.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest bounty, someone was just sitting out and someone bluffed the end and won his bounty, 30 grand. That
That's
was like,
hilarious.
yeah,
He was sitting out.
yeah.
Yeah, the biggest bounty is always sitting out.
Again, I might ISO now that you're not the biggest stack. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I
you
like
don't
that
want
better.
62 to come along for the party.
So looking at your score and the size of the bounty, I thought you were gonna not go for it, but so far it's been 200 hands. You played it quite fine. I'm
Good.
surprised. You-
So this hand right here, when you have the button with pocket eights, I think you can probably three bet this at some frequency.
Yeah, I didn't want it to go like play a big pot against the big stack. So I thought it would be better to call.
I think that's
It's
the exact, I was gonna say, that's partially the exact reason I think you do wanna three bet is because when you hit an eight, you do wanna play a giant pot with the big stack.
Either way is fine.
Yeah, it is, just playing devil's advocate if it's not something you've considered in the past.
Okay, so this is never a jam. Why do you jam here? For the booty, but I mean, this is not good. You just wanna call here and you wanna make.
Yeah, I think, a lot of people kinda get this one confused, I think. Like, in theory, what you have is a pair of sixes here.
That's
So,
the overriding factor.
right. It's a pair of sixes at the end of the day, and you're gonna lose. You do have a flush draw, which is great, but,
It's a very strong hand. You just wanna call with it.
that's how it typically plays in the solver, that is, yeah.
Mm.
For reasons like this, okay? So like this hand, you're actually doing pretty poorly against a hand like that, especially when he has a, spade blocker.
Yeah.
Like he did.
So you just call here, take it cautiously and
Yeah, because you're in position, you always get to put in the last bet. So at any time you want, you can stuff it. So
Do you
if
go-
you improve to two pair, you can raise.
do you go for it here?
There's no booties left. Like the biggest one here, I think it's 200 bucks.
This
That's
is
left.
too risky. That guy's got 60 bigs. I'm just not gonna step in front of the train.
Yeah, me neither. Ugh.
There's a tree on the floor. Are you guys serious? A tree is coming.
Well,
Psychic
with the way,
genius, Louis.
I was gonna say, with the way Orgabay's been running, I don't doubt the three is coming at all.
I think I can go lean here. I didn't.
Might three bet or
Good.
fold. I don't know. Might
It's a good combo. You can play that one aggressively.
yeah, I would three bet. Suited nine. I prefer.
And it's
to-
late position, like you're gonna be able to.
Yeah.
Far in position, you can just make it 6 too.
Did you play deuce four off?
No.
I mean, I won there. Oh, I lost it. I thought I got a walk there.
What on earth?
It's wet.
Alright, I don't know what to do here. So we're gonna do that.
Don't do it. You definitely want to bet here. I would bet one big blind,
You're a fan of that bet, Louis.
definitely.
One big blind's nice on paired boards.
Is it?
Yeah, it is a good bet.
Why is that?
It's
Well,
just hard for them
because
to
they're-
continue.
You
Yeah,
can
that's
induce
part-
others.
They got a call with like all their over cards.
Okay,
Whenever
And
you're
people
on spots
overfold.
where you're like betting a lot, the smaller you bet, the more you can bet. Kind of.
It's a bet, it's
Maybe-
an efficiency thing. You wanna bet the
Oh.
least amount of chips to get the most done, and on a paired board, it's very hard for them to continue and do much against it, so.
Do you fold here?
I think you can actually jam here at some frequency.
I ain't brave enough. I
I
don't
say
have
I'm
what it
starting
takes.
to creep up. I think this is a fold.
However, Andre, you do get to have large bets out of position on
Ooh.
paired boards.
yeah.
When I say some, I mean all the time, Louis.
You're a madman. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're the maniac.
You wanna put 35 big blinds in the mid here with trees? You know what's gonna happen?
Yeah,
Jeez,
three on the,
that's-
three
Yeah, I
on
was
the
just
flop,
gonna say
man.
that.
That's
You're running that
insane.
hot.
This guy's never three bet bluffing enough. We know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pocket threes
Wanna
are. at the
be
bottom
shown
of
ace
range,
king
it's
or
folding
what?
Twos. So,
Hey, man, honestly, if he shows ace king, that's not a bad, it's not a bad day.
Look at your EV here. Alright,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
you're not cranny. here. Ah, okay, you fold, not too crazy.
I think once you get past fives, when you get to pocket sixes, you unblock his ace four, ace five bluffs, so. You get a little more equity,
Mhm.
so I think that's where you
Right.
shove a little more.
What was that?
Right, we were talking about that last time.
Yeah, I think this is okay.
This is fine, yeah. Fold.
Uh,
Right,
man. what
You're
are we
not
doing
closing the
here?
action for the love
This
of
is.
RNGs. Oh.
Yeah, this is, you're inviting disaster here very frequently at this stack depth doing this kind of thing with this hand.
Begging for it.
Like, you're doing you're doing two things. They're compounding issues. One, at this stack depth, Mr. 20, 30 big blinds behind you should have some pretty strong hands in that flatting range sometimes. Two, you're giving him the perfect price to come along. Three, you're giving him the perfect price to just four bet bluff you out of the, or just squeeze jam you out of the pot pre-flop.
Or debate, this is terrible.
You're taking it also out of, you're taking it out of position. Like, it's, there's a lot of problems with calling here.
You,
Yeah, I see that.
you need to work on your three bet defense. You don't need to
Right.
defend like the chart says.
Right, so what did he do? He jammed on you and pushed you out of the pot. Like, I think personally, I like jamming here pre-flop more than I like calling, which I like less than folding. I think calling is the worst. It's worse than folding.
Yeah. I'm always folding.
This is good. So yeah, I like how you played this. See,
Yeah.
my only question is, why would you call this one, but the blind versus blind scenario, you were playing aggressively?
Yeah.
Is it, he's got more king X, maybe? Is that what you're thinking?
One thing you
Um,
should do here, Orgaday, whenever the turn goes check, check, you're looking at structuring your river betting range. Got second pair, you can bet small.
Yeah, second, yeah, a small bet on the river here is actually pretty good, I think. I like this. This is good.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know about this one. What do you think?
I stepped away 2 seconds. What does he got? Queen, queen, I'm just letting it go.
What are you doing, Louis?
I'm folding.
Yeah. You probably could 3-bet that or at some frequency, but I don't know, man. We're kinda landlocked, shorter stack. No need to go crazy there.
Yeah. Hmm.
Man, yeah, I think I just like calling here.
What did he 3-bet? It was going so fast.
He just raised
Oh, he just
Andrea
raised,
and then
okay.
Orgabe calls.
Okay.
Which is,
And then it went, yeah, I think it's fine. Kinda curious how that node plays, but, just cuz I don't know exactly what king eight's doing.
this is an easy fold.
Yeah, verse under the gun and a flat. Your suited 9X are just not gonna be performing well. I would let this go
Even
as
in
well.
position, huh?
You're blocking the bottom of their boat. Of their range.
Right, both of their range. So like, what does this calling range consist of? This guy calling from the cutoff?
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna have a lot of
Broadway.
this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You're doing
It's just-
terrible here. Your range here with this hand against two players, early position, alarm bell. This guy here just calls, he's condensed, so that means he doesn't have junk, he doesn't have the best portion of his range. And then against a condensed range, you're at the stone bottom of his condensed range. Here with nine.
Yeah, and king nine, queen nine hands are the worst suited gapper kind of hands in my opinion.
really depends.
You won.
It worked out here. I like opening, it's good. I like betting, I think it's good. I like probably check. So alright, let's think about this. Are you supposed to be bluff catching this combo on the river?
No,
I
With
think
ace-
he has
ace
a
of
lot of
hearts.
3x there.
ace of hearts is bad here.
That's what I was thinking. That's the exact point I was trying to work out mentally, and I think you're right. Lou. I think the ace of hearts is bad. But it's also like a single raise pot, like a lot of his ace of hearts. A lot of his ace of hearts eggs would be raising pre is what I was trying to work through.
Why would you float here?
I don't wanna give him the end too quick. I think that if I'll fold every single time, to the C bets, to low C bets, people can just open every hand and just bluff me all the time.
Yeah,
That's true.
what's wrong with that?
Yeah, I think that thought process is good, but I think there's a framing issue, like, as opposed to like, it seems like you're speaking from like your personal perspective and just kind of picking hands and like, if you structure it with more of a, I guess antiquated approach where you
You know, you have
use,
like ace eight of clubs here, ace eight of hearts here, ace eight
yeah,
of spade here. You have
That'll
hands
be
like,
fine.
there's
jack
lots of hands
eight.
that you can defend here. I just, I just don't know if this is one that you would slot in.
You have like king, jack, you have some jack kicks that you can bluff with. Like if you wanna go wild, maybe a high-low combo with a jack, upper dangler to the pair card, like jack five suited. Gets better jacks to fold for sure. There's a lot you can do here, but this part of your range doesn't need to call.
You need at least a backdoor flush draw, right?
You would
At
like
least.
something, you would like something like that. I mean, that's in the right.
Yeah.
That's in the right direction of thinking.
Okay, ace five. Solver special.
Why did you say that, Louis? They want you, does a solver like to bet there?
Solver does all kinds of stuff with ace five suited.
Okay,
He just says that because it's got some very unique properties.
I
And like
see.
he said, it,
Mixes it up.
yeah, it just, it's basically one of the staples of the polar region of your range.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Fold.
Yeah, so, these trashy, like, offsuit aces at this stack depth, you definitely can be three betting some of that stuff. Especially against late position opens. The deeper you get into a tournament.
Mm. Are you betting small there to keep everybody in?
No, it's just a pair board, you just bet small. I would fire up, no. 6 or 8. Yeah, 6. I would open here. I would jam here. don't you?
Ooh. Why?
'Cause
You just have a
the-
you have a very premium blocker.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay.
It feels a bit deep for a jam for me, but,
Really
it,
big.
it definitely
button.
may be doing it, maybe doing it, yeah.
I think we're right now at the spot like we're very close to the final table there. I'm not sure, but looks to me like we're pretty close there.
You wanna use the suited ones, not really the offsuit ones.
Use it with what, Louis?
You wanna use the suited ones.
I see, yeah, yeah.
When jamming on the button, pre-flop,
Yeah,
fold equity. Okay.
you can size up here, I think, on this flop. Some, you don't have to, obviously. A small bet's fine.
I connected like that. We're gonna be betting a lot, I think. This is more of a bet small. Definitely with double barrel. Fold. Yeah. To reopen the action here, there's like a kind of a gap. Between
Yeah,
quality of
think-
of your hand and the amount you need to bet. Like
Uh,
betting in here is not so good because if you're gonna open the door, you need to bet like at least half pot.
I think I see him a lot. Like if he check raises me there with ace six, I think I'll prefer checking back there.
Yeah. Four liners like this, you don't really get to bet like this or 10 value, even though you get away with it. And you're against that big blind, it has a lot of 6x in this range.
Okay.
I like opening here. I like opening the queen ten as well.
Okay.
You should be folding here. Okay. So at this point, you're getting close to the final 2 or 3 tables.
Yeah, that's like very close to the FT.
Open jam call, let's see what they got. Queens and sixes. Uh-oh. What is this?
I think we're like on the final table bubble right now. A very big jump, and in the other table, there is someone very shallow. Like 2 players from the final table, something like that. And on the other table, there is a few shallow players with like 2 or 3 big blinds. So
Pretty crazy and I don't know what's the best.
This is fine. This is fine.
You think it's fine?
Yeah, this is fine.
'cause I think the guy on the big blind need to overfold because the jump was from 900 to 1800, something like that. If 1 or 2 players bust, I think one only.
Like I
2 or 10
prefer you
players.
have more chips.
What did he do? Did he jam on this guy? Is that what happened?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what do you
it's
do
fine.
here?
Dude, jamming's fine here. I think jamming is fine here.
Okay, I don't know what to do here, that's why I'm asking.
You said it was a
Alright.
bounty, right?
If the other guy, if there's shorter people at the other table,
Yeah, there is.
like much shorter people.
There
And,
was like 1 player with 2 big blinds and we're 1 player away
Yeah,
from the final
it's
table.
fine.
Okay, Chippy V, it's a fun jam. Oh, we lose.
he calls with deuces.
Oh.
Yeah,
Down to 4, Oribe. How do you come back?
After this end, I was so upset. Like, why is he calling me with deuces on the final table bubble?
oh, what are you gonna do with your 3-4?
I think I should fold it.
Yeah, this is even a sicker run than I thought.
Yeah, I
Right,
don't know the
right.
answer with a 3-4 there, cuz you're suited. You got low connectivity. It's tough. I probably fold too. Especially at like a big final table spot like this.
That's what I was thinking, you know.
And that's a hand, gotta
This
go.
is okay. You gotta put it in. I like this. This is fine.
Ooh,
Ace 3, great. That's wonderful news.
In the other table, there's like 1 player for like 4 big blinds. Like, I remember that. It was so
Alright, let's
close.
run it. Let's run it again. Nice. Jam.
Yeah.
You got, your blocker is too premium.
Ooh,
King 3.
what?
Oh, what a sweat. What a sweat.
You keep 0.2 big blind behind, and then he puts you in on this flop and you're like, ah. Call. And then
You're
you're
like, good
ahead,
game.
then he shows the card and you're ahead. Wow,
No.
Dreams do come true.
Poker dreams.
back in the game.
And just like that, like a phoenix rising from the
Final
ashes.
table now.
Yeah,
That's
Or
why
baby,
that's why
maybe.
no limit is so much fun is the up and down. Most of the up obviously is more fun than the down, but.
I was gonna say, some people would call that torture, Andrea.
Oh, you know you love it. We all do. Or we could play PLO instead.
Hey, well, look at this. Look at this. What is this? Just right off the bat, we're playing a 65 big blind pot, aces, kings.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what they're doing.
Oh, man, this is pretty sick. Like you came in, not even like, you came in not like super short, but
Oh my goodness.
far, far from a favorite. Alright, this is like a setup, man. Like you got king nine. I'm just piling in this guy's face. I don't think there's another option.
The 9, look at this,
oh,
against king 10.
wow.
Yeah.
Alright, alright. 40 big.
Now we're cooking with gas. Man, you must have been an emotional wreck after this tournament.
Yeah,
I don't know if my heart could have taken it. All of the close calls, the ups, the downs.
Torture.
Is that Jack five in the, was he in the small blind or big blind, the Jack five suited?
Big blind,
Yeah,
but
it's in the
And that's-
big blind,
there's
it's
two
just the
short
final table.
stacks.
And that's a fold?
Yeah, it's a final table, it's a fold.
I can't hear you. What was your explanation?
It's on the final table, it's a fold.
Okay.
Oh, I love this.
Got
play
some
here.
mic issues there.
Did he win this tournament?
Yes.
He does win this tournament.
Nice.
Heaps.
Oh, I like this jam.
This is good. I mean, he's the shortest stack. This would be interesting to look at. I think it's gonna be a call in theory.
Close, right?
I think it is.
But
I
there's
don't
a
know if it's the
mystery
same
booty.
dunk.
I'm just kidding. Okay, yeah, no, it's fine.
I mean, if it was like the 19 big blinds one, I would fold, but when it's the shortest one, I
Yeah.
think he gotta put, I think you gotta risk it.
Very close.
Oh.
I like this call a lot. Not sure. You need to defend here. But probably not too crazy.
I think you probably do wanna defend when you have, this in a call range. Ooga booga.
I think you could just click it against that guy.
See that? Do we double? Big blind defense, there's a flush draw. We picked up equity. I think I size up here. 6. I don't think you double barrel small. That's not good.
Okay.
Oh, you got away with it. This was it, flush draw.
Yeah, I
Or
went for the
10x.
triple.
Triple barrel, alright. Alright. Got away with murder. But I think if you just size up turn, you just. Take it down with like less variance.
Okay,
Like that thing. Think you just wanna bet one big line here. You don't need to size up.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pocket eights, 20 bigs. Yeah, I like folding here. If you call and you lose, it's a disaster.
Yeah, cuz like look at the stacks. There's I'm second chip leader at the moment, and assuming I call and lose, like the next player to bust. So if I fold, there's so many players that should bust before me. So I think it's a fold. That's why, you know, folded.
I like that.
What pair do you call?
Tens,
Tens.
jacks?
Yeah, tens plus.
Okay.
I think I like raising here. Ooh, in the box. That's small, but bigger, glass.
Raise pre-flop because you cover him.
10 pairs, we block ace king. I have a good blocker here. The 10 pairs though, do we need to call with jacks when the 10 pairs? Have a lot of 10x, have a lot of queen x. Do we
Think
need
he
to
was
call with a good
bluffing a
jack?
lot with like, uh, let's say king nine on the flop, 10-9. So many hands that got her, so I couldn't
Yeah, I think
call.
it's a fold, honestly.
Yeah. I couldn't think about one hand he was bluffing and didn't got her with
Yeah,
it.
it's a tough spot. You got put in the box.
Yeah.
See, he doesn't fire off when he has a like total airball. He did double barrel it though.
Yeah, he did.
Oh. Think it's a call, is it not?
There is no booties anymore. Like the biggest booties, I think, under the bucks.
Yeah, but it's
But-
only 5 big blinds.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
know.
So it's also a very close spot. What do you guys think?
Fold here when I
Uh,
get food one.
Oh,
I think the chips are more valuable. I'm just gonna skip it. I don't even really care.
Okay,
Yeah, I agree. And you guys, we're getting close to a final table bubble here, or we're already past.
This
bubble?
is the final table.
Okay.
played pretty well on the FT overall. Overall, you played pretty well. You have some leagues post flop, but have a pretty strong strategy pre-flop.
Yep.
You're trying to steal. Wanna work on your defense? What is this? Like, this is a disaster.
The call pre-flop I think it's fine, but yeah.
Why do
Maybe
you do
just
that?
jamming here wasn't
It's
so
supposed to
good.
be check calling here. You never open rip like that. Oh,
Even if he had top pair, you don't rip with the flush draw.
oh. He scammed this poor guy. I mean. It's probably not supposed to go before this guy, but. You scammed him. Yeah, okay, that's good. 3 left. We raise, we got all the cookies. Just call. Bet small, I like that. Put him in. Oh, and we got him. Ace five, too bad. Very well played.
And now heads up, we made the deal there. End up getting 19 grand. Out of it.
Oh. Nice.
I think, making a deal was smart.
I think I lost around 1 grand from the deal. That's all.
Yeah, you-
And it was a 4K jump, so.
when he raises here, you're like, oh my goodness. Oh no. Okay, we need to scam him now. Oh, there we go. We scammed him. River scam. He has a flush. Yeah. Oh no, he has a tree?
Oh,
Ah. Wow, congratulations, my friend.
yes.
Very big
congratulations.
congratulations.
Very
That
nice, very
is
nice.
fabulous. Good for
13,000 players, man. That's. a
Next time
hell
it's
of a
gonna be
lot.
127,000 US.
Mhm.
Exactly, exactly.
Unbelievable.
That's it, just 127,000?